Hello guys, so let's continue our topic, that is one-to-one mapping. So in previous video we talked about how to connect, not connect actually, but how we can represent our data. So person is mapped with one-to-one. So I'm just writing one-to-one mapping. This kind of a diagram for us. So here this is kind of a pseudocode for us. Let's implement this in Eclipse. So going back here, let's close all these extra files, close all, expanding the project. It's the same project. So what we have here, we have multiple packages, one configuration file for Hibernate, which has all the at least minimal details we need to put, the database configuration, the dialect, which tells us which database we have to use or which we are using, then printing all the SQL queries, whatever SQL query you have seen in console, it's all because of we have marked it true. We have discussed about this, and update and multiple mappings of entity classes. And there's one extra file HV utils, and we have also discussed about this file in depth. So if you have not gone through this video, please refer from previous video, or otherwise I'll ping that in comment section or description video. Okay, so this is the only class, and then tester files as per the topics and the entity. So let's create these two classes in Eclipse. So on entity expand, I'll create a file or a Java class. Let's call this person class. Done. And one more class, um, passport. Okay, so things will be minimal here. First of all, we have to make this entity. So at entity. Done. Then let's have private int id, and let's mark it with at id, and make sure you are auto generating the primary keys. That we also learned, that generate value strategy equals identity. Done. And let's have one more field here. That's a country name. So country, let's speak it properly, country name, so it's clear what we are typing here. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Let's generate a status status. Okay, let's have to string as well, and above that that's status status. Okay, done. So class is ready, our one class is ready. Let's use this passport class inside person class. So let's have fields. So private int id, mandatory field. Then let's have private string name. Done. And then finally we have to attend that, achieve that relationship. So passport. Done. And passport done here. At entity. From persistence, and use at id, and at generate value strategy equals identity. Okay, let's generate get a header for this as well. Okay, and let's keep toString as well in case if you want to print everything. Okay, so both classes are ready. Next step is map or register these two entities in our configuration file. So there we are. Let's copy this. So it will have one field that will be person class, person, and then next will be the passport class, passport. So where we have like register both entity classes. This step is also done. Last step, creating a tester file for this. So right click, new file, a class, and then we call it one-to-one tester, right? So one-to-one tester, and done. So because it's going to it will take the same code, I'll copy paste from the previous tester files. So this will have these three lines, top three lines from here, and then bottom lines which is closing the session as satisfactory. So copy it and paste it. So our skeleton or structure is ready where we can write our code. So what we need to do, we have to save this thing. That's the first step. We need to register or actually persist this ampersand class and passport class in database by mapping them. So let's start with passport class first. Passport equals new passport, then passport dot set ID not required, it gets auto generated. So let's set the country name. So name, let's say India. Okay, caps on. Okay, let's fix it, and I don't want to keep going caps. DIA. Now let's set the or initialize the person class. So person equals new person. Person dot set ID not required. Let's set the name. Let's say the person name is and person has password as well. So set password. So password and the same reference goes here, and it's done. So we just did the coding section of one-to-one mapping. In next video, we will try to run this code and we will see what kind of challenge we will face and how to resolve them. So thanks for watching this video guys. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.